Last time he was on national television, all he had to do was beat Earl Anthony. Now he has to handle Teata Semiz. Doesn't get any easier for this guy.
The guy who has 29 strikes in 3 games.
Yeah. Just the kind of guy you want to face in a title match.
He took so much time here, though. Oh, it starts with a solid 9.
Almost collapsed both kneecaps. That time, perfect shot. Saw Dick Baker leave one of those on the other lane. It's no fun.
No, especially when the guy's throwing 10 strikes a game at you. You don't have room for too many of these.
Dick Beattie, one of the great bowlers in Michigan history, in the Michigan State Hall of Fame. Wonderful player for a lot of years. Loft, velocity, hook, equals strike.
Teata looking for title number 8. Putting 2 ahead of the Webbers and the Hanley guards in that ilk.
Trying to space himself between the rest of that bunch.
Amazing, age 59 and bowling as well as he ever has in his life.
Trying to double up. Got it into the oil early. Tripped out the 2-pin, and when that happens, you take a bow and sit down.
Well, we get a look at what knocked the 2-pin over. The head pin has to hit the 2, they say, in order to strike, but it doesn't here. It goes to the sideboard. I really couldn't tell what pin that was. It came forward and got the 2.
Dick Beattie, never wasting much time, comes up and strikes in the second, and he knows time is of the essence.
So Beattie leaves the solid 9. Teata gets the 2-pin forward. In your mind, you begin to think, hey, destiny is not working on my side. But Beattie, if he strikes here, is back even in the match.
He's a very even-keeled type player, Dick Beattie. Gets into a zone, just strokes that thing, and throws lots of strikes. Doesn't worry about things. Comes back with a nice double of his own. Says, all right, I'm back within 10.
Now he's even. By the way, we were informed that my slow eye didn't pick up that it was the 5-pin that got that 2-pin forward.
So Debbie's right when she tells me that you are slowing down.
Oh, is that what she told you?
Only a joke. Averaging 10 strikes a game. Started with the first 2.
Going to reset himself there.
Because he needs some traction to throw this bullet on the right-hand lane. Trying to hang his right leg out there to trip out the 4.
He had tripped just one before. Tell you what, Beattie just doesn't matter, Earl Anthony, Teata Semiz, whoever it is, just going to throw strikes.
And you have to admire that.
Yeah.
Not intimidated. He's going to play his own game.
Oh, yeah.
Count him up at the end. Did I win? Did I lose?
One thing we know, I didn't take any time.
Easily the quickest player on the senior tour.
Yeah, I'd like to see a match between him and Don Helling of the past. I mean, that game could be over in 8 minutes. I'll tell you what.
Even if they didn't throw any strikes.
Right, yeah. So we've got a 1-pin match here after 3 frames.
On the other side of that, that's kind of refreshing. Shouldn't take so much time bowling. Make up your mind on the bowler's area, get up there, get on the approach, and throw it. Oh! Another break for Anthony Semiz. He's got a handful of them tonight.
Watch the head pin. It's the one that's going to get that 10. It goes to the sideboard, and like a bullet, comes back off the sideboard, sending the message to the 10-pin. And it wasn't interrupted.
Dick Beattie leaves the 7. 4-pin just didn't quite accomplish the task.
So Dick Baker leave a couple of those in crucial situations against Anthony Semiz. So far, a left-hander has not bowled 200 against Teata.
So ironic. The lefties were dominant all week long. 55 years of age. Won a number of PBA regional events in the early 80s.
And I guarantee he didn't bowl any different then than he does now.
Got a beautiful rhythm to his game.
And there's his wife, Jerry. Watched him throw a lot of strikes over the years.
She's thrown a few of her own.
Yeah, right. They're the only couple that I know of that both have bowled 300. A left-handed couple, I think, that have both bowled 300.
It's an amazing accomplishment.
Teata looking to move out in front. Ooh, he gave that a lot of room. Woo! Did that come back?
Can't give it enough room.
Yeah, but so many times when he's given it that room, it's gone high.
But he has increased the speed.
That's
He's throwing about as hard as he can throw right now.
And maintain any kind of stroke.
Exactly. Or hit on the bowling ball.
10 pins in front, looking to make it 20.
Really tore the finger holes out of that shot and maybe even overturned it on the left-hand lane.
Well, he's left 2 solid tins on that left lane, especially when he had good speed into the oil, a little bit too much drive, and the 6 just flies around the 10. Watch it here. Watch the release and the follow-through. Looks the same as always. Look good. The 6, though, is not going to cooperate. It sends it right around the 10. At the spare, he has it. Beattie can take the lead with a strike here. So it's kind of back and forth here.
It's just the way you want it. A little softer speed. And a nice result. Oh, you can see Dick Beattie. He's fine-tuning this pair right now.
And you can see him get into this match more and more and more as the frames go on. He knows that he's got an opportunity here. Match play record only 12, 10, and 2.
He told you the left-hand lane was his tough lane?
Yeah.
Plenty of pin action there. More than enough to get the job done. Will it be 3 in a row?
Yeah. Teata suddenly got his attention focused on Mr. Beattie, and Jerry says, "Attaboy, honey."
Great shots. A couple of nice comebackers. He leads by 11. Now Teata, who hasn't trailed much in this one tonight, finds himself down.
Boy, that was a pretty shot. Stroked all the way, not the super speed.
And a former ABC official on hand for the action this evening, Ray Arnold. Enjoying plenty of strikes here tonight.
There's a past president, the ABC. Teata has to strike here. Very big shot right here for Teata to get this back within 1 pin.
Left the 10 the last time. No such thing on lane 47. A beautiful strike for Teata Semiz. 1 pin match coming down the stretch.
Beattie takes more time coming out of the chair than he does when he's on the approach. Maybe he thinks it's a commercial.
Don't forget, coming up on Saturday, Fast Masters. It all starts live at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock on the West Coast from Indianapolis, Indiana.
I think he did. I think he thought it was a commercial.
Probably was interested in the Fast Masters. I think he's a car racing buff.
Well, the crowd seems to be behind Teata, but Dick doesn't care. He says, "I'm just going to keep throwing strikes." 9th frame coming up right here. Up by 11, can increase it to 21. Keeps coming up light and striking on lane 48.
Got the free roll.
He does have a nice, simple swing. You know, gravity controls that swing all the way through. Ooh, more loft.
Hung on his hand. Oh! Struck. I'll guarantee you, if we talk to Dick and he wins this one, he'll say that shot right there was the key to the title match.
21 up. Teata in a desperate situation. Has to strike here. Set himself up for the 10th frame.
Dick Beattie with a possible 269.
Teata with a possible 258. A lot of room.
Been there all night long, and he comes charging back. Teata Semiz wants this one badly.
Wants to see the score. He's asked Rich Weber to see the score. He sees the score. He knows he still trails by 11. He's got to have this one in the 10th. First one in the 10th gets him within 1.
Came off his hand nicely, rolls up, light hit, just won't happen. The half pocket 10 pin.
Oh, he threw it pretty too, you know it?
You can see the disappointment written all over his face.
Here's the replay of the shot. Looks the same as all the others. Good balance, good follow through. Right in the pocket, and the 6 whistles around the 10. That's the conversion, but he's down by 12. If he strikes on the fill ball with 237, Mr. Beattie will need 1 mark to win the title, and my money's on him.
I'm sure Dick is well aware of the score.
Oh, yeah.
This time the 6-pin kicks out the 10, but it was a shot too late for Teata Semiz, who bowled brilliantly here tonight. Games of 230, 245, 279, and 237.
8 strikes in this one. So he wound up with 37 strikes. Beattie for the win.
Uh-oh. Well, for a second it was going to go a little high, but no way. Teata up off the bench said, Dick, that was a perfect shot and you deserve to win.
He did. What a great match he bowled. I mean, coming out against a guy that's averaging 10 strikes a game, and he just was not intimidated.
A wonderful performance by a top seed, Dick Beattie, who wins the Jackson PBA Senior Open. We'll be back to talk with Dick Beattie right after these messages. The championship round finals of the Jackson PBA Senior Open are being brought to you by McDonald's. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today. And by Calcium Rich Tums. Tums helps wipe out heartburn and gives you calcium. Dick Beattie with a beautiful victory over a tough Teata Semiz here tonight. And Lou Cecilia, you have a beautiful trophy for Mr. Beattie.
Richard, on behalf of Airport Lanes, and I think of all of Jackson, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your sponsorship.
Let's move along now to Mel Wolf, who has not just 1 check, but 2 to provide tonight.
Well, the first check is to our sponsor, our charity tonight, which is Hospice of Jackson, for $15,000. And to Richard Beattie, the champion. It's nice to keep the money here in Michigan, Dick. Nice bowling. $11,000 check.
All right, we'll be back to talk to Dick Beattie about the $11,000 and about the victory here in Jackson, Michigan.
And we're back with our winner, Dick Beattie. Dick, Teata was throwing strike after strike. He averaged almost 10 a game. When you came in and started with that solid 9, were you intimidated at all?
No, I just thought there's another horrible break, but he got a couple too, so we both hit the pocket almost every time. So whoever gets the breaks.
In your short career, you've defeated Earl Anthony and now Teata Semiz. You like picking on the big boys.
It's like winning anything.
A man of few words, but a man of many strikes. Congratulations on a great win here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, next week, we'll find out whether or not Mr. Beattie will win in Colorado. So long, everybody. Next Next week, the PBA Senior Tour heads out west to Funplex, located in Littleton, Colorado, for the championship round finals of the Rocky Mountain PBA Senior Open, beginning at 7.